Pause for a moment. Feel the chair beneath you, the device in your hand, the air brushing against your skin. Notice the room around you, every shadow, every shape, every movement. It all feels so solid, so obvious, so real. And yet, we know that this reality is only a fraction of the story. So what if the universe you wake up in every morning is just one layer, one frame, one fleeting shadow in something far more expansive? Mystics have whispered this for centuries, and modern physics is beginning to glimpse it too. Certain visionaries have gone further, suggesting that consciousness itself is the true traveler, navigating through unseen dimensions, exploring realities before they even exist. Today, we step into that possibility, together. Let's start simple. At the foundation of existence lies geometry, the dimensions of being. Picture in your mind for a moment a blank sheet of paper. You take a pen and you draw a single point. This point symbolizes the first dimension, the beginning, a singular spark, pure existence. Here, consciousness is static, undifferentiated. There is no movement, no relationships, no possibility of choice. It is the seed, the raw potential. The ability in this dimension is pure being. It is the foundation from which everything arises, but nothing can yet be acted upon. Now, stretch the point. A line emerges, length and direction. This is the creation of the second dimension. Now, consciousness can move forward or backward along this line. Relationships begin to exist in a linear sense. Cause and effect appear. Your consciousness has the ability to navigate along a fixed path. You can travel, explore, and measure, but you remain confined to a single plane. There is no depth, no above or below, no higher perspective in the second dimension. Now expand the line again. This is the third dimension, where depth and form exist. This is where height, width, and depth exist. You step into the world of form, matter, and physical reality. This is where humanity normally resides. Here, consciousness experiences the world through the senses, observes cause and effect, and interacts with objects. Your consciousness has the ability to build, shape, and interact with tangible reality through a physical body. But the third dimension has its own limitations. It is bound by linear time, constrained by physical laws, unable to simultaneously perceive multiple outcomes. Life seems sequential. You move from birth to death along a single timeline. Here is where we move into the fourth dimension, time and choice. Here is where the leap occurs. Time is no longer a line. It is a field where all moments coexist simultaneously. Past, present, and future are layered like a stack of transparent sheets. Consciousness in the fourth dimension is no longer bound by sequential cause and effect. You have access to multiple possible futures simultaneously. You can select the timeline you wish to inhabit. You are able to step into a scene that has not yet materialized in your three-dimensional world. You can alter the probability of events by inhabiting the emotional and sensory reality of that future. Only the inner mind can navigate freely here. The body remains in the third dimension, so physical action must wait until the consciousness of the fourth dimension collapses into the third to manifest. This is why disciplined imagination, feeling, and visualization are required. They act as the bridge between the infinite field of potential and the concrete reality you experience. Think of it this way. When you vividly recall a memory, you are stepping into another frame. When you dream, you slip into a parallel slice of reality. When you imagine, you preview a future from the fourth dimension that has not yet been illuminated in your waking life. This is why imagination is not fantasy, it is selection. Consciousness looks across infinite frames and says, "This is the one." The outer world then aligns itself to match that choice. Quantum physics whispers the same secret. The observer changes the experiment. Possibilities collapse into reality only when they are seen, felt, or acknowledged. Consciousness carries the deciding vote. Every time you focus, feel, and choose, you are navigating the fourth dimension, and in doing so, you are shaping your reality. The question becomes, how do we intentionally step into the frame we desire? The answer is through feeling, attention, and belief. Step fully into that imagined reality. Experience it as if it already exists. Immerse yourself in it emotionally and sensorially. The more real it feels internally, the faster the external world bends to reflect it. Your consciousness is the traveler. You just need to tune into the power of your inner vision. Close your eyes and imagine a life aligned with your highest vision. Don't think in symbols or vague abstractions. Picture yourself standing in that reality. Who is around you? What sounds? What scents and textures surround you? What does it feel like to move through that world? This act of inner seeing is not daydreaming. It is navigation. You are stepping into the fourth dimension, inhabiting a space where your desired reality already exists. The more you dwell there, the more clearly it comes into form. The more consistently you inhabit it inwardly, the more naturally the outer world reshapes itself to match. You do not force matter with matter. You align your awareness, your feeling, your perception with the frame where your reality already lives. Consciousness is the mover, imagination is the instrument, and the fourth dimension is the stage. Time and causality adjust to the field you inhabit. Every thought, feeling, and sensation you cultivate in this higher dimension acts like a magnet, drawing your vision into manifestation. But what about the deeper implication in all this? If consciousness is what truly travels through time, who are you really? You are not your body, which ages and changes. You are not your past, which is memory. You are awareness itself, the eternal observer, the chooser of frames, the spark that moves across the reel of existence. Death is not the end. It is simply the shifting of awareness into another frame, another layer of reality. Life is not linear. It is dimensional. Each thought, each feeling, each act of attention is a step along infinite pathways, each accessible through the conscious use of imagination and presence. The fourth dimension is where you meet your power. It is the place where your inner vision becomes the seed of outer reality. Every decision you make inwardly, every timeline you explore emotionally, every frame you inhabit mentally, moves you closer to the life you desire. So the next time you imagine, dream, or reflect, remember, you are not pretending. You are stepping into a real, dimensional space where your desired life already exists. You are the light that chooses which reality to bring alive. Every possible life, every possible future already exists. And your consciousness is the force that determines which one becomes your experience. Step intentionally, feel deeply, align completely. If this perspective has shifted even slightly how you see your life, subscribe, share this, and join me as we go deeper. There are still dimensions left to explore, powers of consciousness yet to be fully understood, and realities waiting for you to inhabit them. And together, we will uncover them.